So a few months ago, Xbox announced that upon the launch of Xbox Series X, there would not be any exclusives. That already sounded bad enough. Well, with Halo Infinite being delayed, yeah, that doesn't look very good, and this just seems like it's going to be a disaster. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. Oh, Xbox. As someone who's been an Xbox fan, now I'm more of a Nintendo fan, that's just me though, but as someone who's been an Xbox fan as well, I have been very disappointed with Xbox in the past few years. And, we're going to look into Xbox Series X, not having exclusive launches, which is a terrible idea. I mean, seriously, when this thing launches, no exclusivity doesn't sound good. And then, of course, there's Halo Infinite's delay. So let's take a look at that first. 343 Industries' Chris Lee explains Halo Infinite delay. Now, that's already a bad thing, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, I could give it more time to work on the game, but I want to talk about that. So, 343 Industries announced that the next installment of the Halo franchise, Halo Infinite, will be delayed until 2021. They've had 5 years to try to make this game look good. They've had 5 years to work on this with its story, graphics, gameplay. 5 years. This is the longest span of time that it's ever been for a Halo game, like a gap between one game to the next. There's never been a longer gap from any Halo game. That to me is already concerning enough as it is. In a statement published to the official Twitter account, Halo Infinite studio head Chris Lee informed fans that the team had made the difficult decision to shift our release to 2021 to ensure the team has adequate time to deliver a Halo game experience that meets our vision. You see, this is a bit concerning to me. As someone who's been a Halo fan, Halo 4 was where things really dropped for me because I'm not a fan of Halo 4. Don't like it. And I'm not a fan of Halo 5. I just personally didn't like either one of them. And just from what the trailer itself showed, like the demo, of course, I was not a fan of that because it's like they have just completely chopped off the story where they were going. Of course, this is still a continuation to the story of what was supposed to be the Forerunner saga, as they called it. And it has felt so disjointed. I mean, like I said, I just have so many problems with this, and it's already not looking good for Xbox Series X when it launches, and without any exclusives already, that's not good. Halo could have been something to get people interested, but even then, it was going to already be on the Xbox One anyway, so they kind of shot themselves in the foot on that one. So, and of course, everybody remembers the Brute. I think everybody remembers what the Brutes looked like in this. They look terrible. This is like the worst Brute design I've ever seen. It's so bad. I mean, I thought they looked pretty bad in Reach, and that was still when Bungie had control. But oh man, it was so bad. And this was actually their Twitter statement. And we're gonna take a look at the Twitter statement here. So this is what they said. Today, I want to share the important Halo Infinite development update with the community. We have made the difficult decision to shift our release to 2021 to ensure the team has adequate time to deliver a Halo game experience that meets our vision. So we already went over that. The decision to shift our release is a result of multiple factors that have contributed to development changes, including the ongoing pandemic related impacts affecting us all this year. I want to acknowledge the hard work from our team at 343 Industries, who have remained committed to making a great game and finding solutions to development challenges. However, it is not sustainable for the well-being of our team or the overall success of the game to ship it this holiday. Thing is, though, they've had 5 years. They've had 5 years. Now, I understand that there was an issue that's been going on, still is currently going on in the world right now, and yeah, that can affect things, but like I said prior to this, this is the longest wait between Halo games we've ever had. 5 years is the longest. The worst we've had to wait is 3 years. And that has usually been enough time. I mean, except for how Halo 4 and Halo 5 were, in my opinion. But think of it is that even with Bungie, when they were in control, before they lost the rights, it was 3 years between each game, except for the exception of ODST, which was 2 years, But for the most part, I think the games were good. I mean, they were enjoyable in my opinion. But this, 5 years to wait on this, which, looking at what they're trying to basically say what this game's going to be like, with the story and everything, I feel like there's going to be plot holes. I feel like there's going to be a lot of plot holes from 5 to Infinite. And I don't know. I just feel that there's just going to be a lot of problems with the game itself. That's just me, though. We know this will be disappointing to many of you, and we all share in that sentiment. The passion and support the community has shown over the years have been incredible and inspiring. We wanted nothing more than to play our game with the community this holiday. This extra time will let us finish the critical work necessary to deliver the most ambitious Halo game ever at the quality we know our fans expect. Thank you for your support and understanding. I don't know about that. You see, I question that, especially with Halo within previous years. Yeah, I don't know about that. This turn of events is particularly devastating to Microsoft as the delay of the Xbox Series X's flagship title weakens the November launch of the new console, which that's true. It really is. Based on the mixed response to the campaign trailer shown on July 23rd, this delay may be beneficial to the title in the long term. I don't know about that. I'm not holding hope on that. Personally, I'm not holding hope on that. I mean, if this was Bungie and Halo 4 and 5 were different, and they were better, then yeah, maybe. But I'm not holding hope on that for this one. While fans criticized almost every aspect of the trailer, from its lackluster graphics to its unimpressive gameplay, the prevailing consensus among fans seemed to be that something was lacking. And I mean, this is just me, as someone who's been a Halo fan. I even read the books. That's how much of a Halo fan I was. I just feel like Halo at this point has lacked a soul. I mean, that's just what it feels like. It feels like 343 has not understood Halo, in my opinion. Now, that's just me, but, that's just my thoughts on it. Though the official delay announcement cites the pandemic as a major factor, it's likely that 343 is using the unstable work conditions caused by the pandemic as an opportunity to perform major upgrades to the title in order to beef it up and make it more feature rich at launch. Oh, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I really don't. As disappointing as the delay is, it's paramount that 343 gets it right. Oh, if they don't, people are going to be extremely upset. Oh, there will be a lot of rage. I guarantee it. Not only will the game debut a brand new engine, which many expect to be much more visually stunning and immersive than what has been shown, but the title has been set to launch a new era in the Halo franchise as it makes its way into the next console generation. I mean, it has to. But even then, it was supposed to be a trilogy, which is so weird because they've now changed that up. And it was supposed to be this Forerunner trilogy. I don't even think they know where they're going at this point. I don't even think they know the direction. Given that Halo Infinite may see an extended content lifespan in the form of its confirmed free multiplayer offering and a rumored battle royale mode, it's vital that the studio take the time to address the issues and polish the title. Yeah, I mean, they better. 343 Industries needs to maximize this extra time and make a splash with Halo Infinite in 2021. I mean, it's like I said, I just personally, when it comes to Halo, I don't know. I don't have as much hope as I would have, many, many years ago before Halo 4. That's just me. Don't expect Xbox Series X exclusives for a couple of years. Oh, yeah, because that definitely sounds promising when it comes to selling a console. Am I right? Because that's exactly what you want, right? Yeah, of course not. So, that's my next problem. When you're making a new console, right? And you want to hook people, get them, excited for it. Well, what do? Oh, yeah, console exclusives. But, without that, what's the point? I mean, what's the point? I really asked that question genuinely. Xbox boss Phil Spencer has published a new blog post which explores the potential future of the platform ahead of Xbox Series X arriving on the scene later this year. We'll see how that goes. Right on Xbox Wire, Phil Spencer delves into what players can expect from Xbox Series X and the wider family of consoles and series provided by Microsoft, such as Game Pass and xCloud. A lot of ground is covered throughout the post, including a bunch of information we already knew surrounding Xbox Series X, such as its highly impressive specifications, SSD, and other features, such as a real-time ray tracing and full forwards compatibility. It continues to be an impressive bit of kit and one we're excited to get our hands on. So, yeah, they got that. Speaking of compatibility, Spencer also confirms that major exclusives for the next couple of years, such as Halo Infinite and Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga, will be playable on both current and next-gen consoles, ensuring that no players are left behind and required to upgrade to Xbox Series X to enjoy the latest games. They will be coming to Windows 10 too. Well, then what's the point? I mean, really, what's the point? I mean, if they're even going to also go to Windows 10 as well, then what's the point in upgrading at all? I mean, what's the point in making a brand new console? Then I just feel like at this point it's nothing more than a waste of money. This sounds like a terrible decision. This doesn't sound good at all. We want every Xbox player to play all new games from Xbox Game Studios. That's why Xbox Game Studios titles we release in the next couple of years, like Halo Infinite, will be available to play great on Xbox Series X and Xbox One. We won't force you to upgrade to Xbox Series X at launch to play Xbox exclusives, Spencer explains. Then what's the point? What's the point in a new console? I mean, it's further proving the point. Why buy a new one if this is gonna happen then? Why? I don't get it. This is a big difference compared to the PlayStation 5, with Sony already flaunting Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Demon's Souls remake as titles which can only be experienced on its new console at launch. Microsoft is easily the most consumer-friendly of the two, although both will be embracing backwards compatibility in a big way. But see, that's the thing. PlayStation 5, which, as much as I am not a fan of Sony, thing is, they're giving you reason to upgrade. That's the point of, a brand new console. With Xbox being like, well, hey, you can just sit here and be, on the Xbox One still. What's the point? This doesn't sound like a good marketing ploy because this is going to make them lose money than gain it. In my opinion, I don't understand why you would even buy the Series X. I mean, I'm not saying people can't go do that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say don't do that. But, you do what you want with your money. But I'm just saying, to me, this seems like a very pointless reason to just upgrade because, oh, look, the games that I can still play on the Xbox One are still going to be on the Series X when there's no exclusives to the Series X. It kind of makes it pointless to buy the next gen console without a reason to hook people to it. Just my thoughts on that. He continues, you will be able to play 4 generations of games on Xbox Series X on day 1. Well, I mean, if anybody has old previous consoles, they could still do that too. Just saying. This is why I think the prime of Xbox was definitely the 360. I mean, that's my thoughts on that. That makes it the largest launch lineup for any new console ever, with thousands of games to play. Our backward compatibility engines have spent years devising innovative ways for modern next-gen technology to make the games library you're building today even better at no additional cost and with no work from developers. Oh, this just sounds terrible. I just don't see the point in upgrading unless they had like exclusives that, would get you to buy the console. That's really the way I see it. I don't see any reason to buy this thing. I just don't. Xbox Series X will be launching later this year alongside the PS5, although release date and pricing for both consoles are yet to be announced, which that makes you wonder what Xbox is hiding on that one. That does make you wonder. It goes the same for PlayStation. It makes you wonder what they're hiding as well. I mean, that's a bit sketchy that they haven't even revealed the price yet, and yet it's just a few months away. Like what, 3 months away, something like that. Like, yeah. I mean, you would think that there would be a price on it at least now. So if the Xbox Series X comes out like $700, no way. That is definitely not worth it with no exclusives. No way, in my opinion. I mean, that's my opinion. But yeah, people can do what they want with their money, but to me, that's just not worth it. But that's my entire opinion. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you were still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media, spread the word, and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.